So I buy a yacht on GTA Online that would normally run me about $10 million, but I got it for 4.3 million. How did I do it? Event week, of course. Yes, a couple months ago Rockstar did an event week where the yachts were about 60% off. That was a huge jump because normally these yachts are about $10 million for everything that you would want. So I decided to definitely pick one up. For most of you that probably know, the yachts come with missions that you can do, and I'm going to be doing these missions for you fine people. Since this update is pretty old, I'm not going to do each individual mission in separate videos. There are 6 missions that got added and we're going to hammer them all out in one video. Sounds fun, huh? Let's begin. So I'm accompanied by Blade and Mr. Darks, and we are in the middle of nowhere for some reason. Darks finds it amusing to throw punches at people when you can't actually punch anybody. They are my associates and I have friendly fire off. And Blade decides to join in the fun and takes it a step further by turning Darks into Ghost Rider with flares. I actually look kinda sick, I'm not gonna lie, but we've got missions to do, man. Quit messing around. The first mission is called Overboard, and we started and Darks wanted to drive, so I let him. I've never actually been in the back of my luxury helicopter before, but it's pretty cool, so I pour myself a glass of wine. Or is it champagne? I'm not really sure, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm so fortunate to be able to afford a super yacht like this and a luxury helicopter. I kind of feel bad for Darks and Blade where they're always too broke to get something as luxurious as this. Let's move on. We've just got to collect the paperwork and kill everyone. Sounds fun, right? After I collect the paperwork, we have to take off the remaining joyriders. This is where the crap really hits the fan because we didn't have any vehicles. Even our mechanics wouldn't deliver a vehicle to us.
That ain't possible.
Really? And I'm paying them how much? They're so lazy. So we decided to steal a cop car to blow up all these boats we need to destroy. I mean, not with the cop car, we had to actually drive to the location, just in case you weren't understanding what I was saying. Sometimes I confuse me. Anyways, we go ahead and destroy all the boats with rocket launchers and other explosives, and the very first super yacht mission is complete. The payouts kind of suck, but everyone gets the same amount, so I guess it's not the worst, but yeah, it's okay, it's pretty bad. So we're moving on to the next super yacht life mission, and this one is called Salvage. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that you can actually do these missions solo. I just thought it would be fun to bring in my dudes. So we started up and we have a hard time figuring out who's going to drive.
In the Brendan Darcy School of Seafaring, taking advantage of opportunities at sea. Today's opportunity comes courtesy of the distress call we received a minute ago. There's a supply ship not far from here. Sounds like they're all in the drink, and as responsible seafarers,
Until finally I just get in the driver's seat. The location that we're heading towards is not actually far from us at all. It's literally just down the ocean a little bit from where my yacht is parked. So win-win. Everyone just jumps out except for me because I actually think of the future and I don't know if we are going to have to fly out of there or not, so I decide to land it pretty smoothly on this barge. Then we all just have to swim down and salvage the cargo. After that, we have to deliver it back to the yacht, but I get a text message from some unknown dude and they're trying to destroy my yacht. We can't have that, so we gotta get to my yacht and destroy them. After that, we get a distress call from the captain or bartender, I'm not really sure which one, but I do know that we have to rescue them. We rescue them, but they're all following Blade, and we all won't fit in the boat, so Blade has to actually get in, and the other two are following him, so I am just standing on the tip of the boat. If OSHA saw me doing this, I would probably get fined. I fell off gallantly. Twice, actually. By the second time, I should have just swam to the yacht, but they decided against this for some reason. But we passed, and we got a little bit more money than the last mission. Cool, I guess. After the mission is over, Blade and Darks kept messing around. Blade was in the Sparrow and Darks kept hitting him with the up and atomizer. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually pretty entertaining to watch, until he finally crashed. These guys can't take anything seriously, can they? The next one is called All Hands, but we weren't quite ready to start just yet, so we kind of just screw around a little bit in the yacht. We decided to change our outfit, and I was actually surprised that the other people can change their outfits in my yacht as well. That's kind of cool, actually. But Darks decides he's going to go in his underwear for some reason, and I decide to just look spiffy as I always do. And Blade doesn't even change. He can't let go of that try-hard look he always rocks. So we go ahead and leave, and Darks and I had to go AFK for a minute. When we return, we realize that Blade decides to up and atomize my chopper off of my yacht. How rude. How would he like it if I up and atomize his chopper off his yacht? Never mind. He's too broke to afford a yacht. Let's move on. All hands. My chopper miraculously respawns as if nothing happened, and we're off. Blade is the driver this time. This one is a little bit more difficult because we had to go to the airport and steal a Tula. Tulas are water planes for those of you that don't know what a Tula is. I like explosions, so I blow up the gas truck, and not long after that we have successfully stolen a Tula. I decide to man the gun because it's fun, and Blade and Darks get stuck with putting the fires out. Lucky them. We ultimately fail because they're kind of having a hard time understanding how to refill their Tulas. They ended up running out of water, and the cars were supposed to extinguish got destroyed. But as we load back in, they really did not pay attention because it clearly tells them that you can actually refill by landing on water.
You can fill her up by landing on water.
We filled again because I think Darks might have gotten blown up, but not before I decided to go for a swim for some reason. I'm pretty sure that was an accident, so whoops. We did everything again, except for this time we actually passed by returning the Tula to the yacht. Like we can store this thing on a yacht. Anyways, we are ready for the next one finally. But before we start, we decide to throw empty punches at each other because we can't actually hit anyone because friendly fire is turned off until I retire from my CEO. Blade was trying to stab me, but it wasn't working, and Darks is being Negan from The Walking Dead if Negan was a crazy man in his underwear. He wrecked us. When I spawned back in, I was trying to bank my money, and this happened. Moving on to the fourth one, Darks had to actually sit these next ones out because he was not available. The next one is called Icebreaker. We had to destroy a bunch of air conditioning units, but we couldn't figure out where they were. How stupid are we? I thought it might have been inside this room here, but I guess the game just kind of glitched out and opened up a door that wasn't supposed to be open. There's a fire extinguisher in here for some reason. That's interesting. Anyways, I find one of the air conditioning units that we're supposed to destroy, but when I destroy it, it kills me instantly. I thought that I was far enough away from it, but I guess not. So I respawn, and I think the same happens to Blade because he is now spectating me. So I try to get as far as I can, but the same exact thing happens, and I don't know why. We failed because of a fluke, I guess. So we try again, but this time I get shot. I spawn back in, and I actually do it this time. We decide to get an extremely long distance from the air conditioner as we blow them all up. I cover Blade and he destroys them all. Once they're all destroyed, he dies somehow. I think he gets shot. I mean, I can't get everybody. But after that, we're supposed to steal a Benson, but I get shot before I get to it. It really shows. We needed Darks, but we can't dwell on the past like this. Darks isn't here. We can do this. Luckily, the mission checkpoints it where we are supposed to steal the Benson, but we get pretty far and Blade accidentally blows us up. Mistakes happen, just don't let it happen again. Of course, I'm kidding, and it will most likely happen again. But this time, we actually do it, and our strategy is that I actually do the driving and Blade distracts everyone. It actually works because I hardly do anything but drive, pretty much. So Blade's strategy worked. I really need to start listening to my friends. First my wife, then my friends. We passed, and we don't even get $5,000, and this actually reminds me that the first time that we did the first 3 missions, it was actually triple money for the yacht missions that week. And then we waited like a month after to finish the rest of them, and that's why the pay is so crappy. But oh well, YouTube content. But seriously, I recommend not doing these missions unless it's at least triple week, but even then, it's not really worth it. So let's move on to the 5th mission. This one took us a while. As we're flying back to my yacht, Blade finds it amusing to shoot out all the windows in my Deluxo. Yeah, you'll find it amusing whenever I slap you with the repair payments. I then realized what I just said. What does money turn me into? I was about to take advantage of this poor person that is most definitely a friend. I really need to be careful. Money can really change you if you let it. That's why we're doing these crappy missions, because it's not about the money. I mean, it would be nice if they paid more, but they don't, so let's continue with the Bon Voyage mission. Blade really likes this mission. All we have to do is defend the yacht and kill everyone. We did end up dying once, but it's on hard mode because I figured it would give us more money, but it's still not really worth it. When we spawn back in, I decide to use my minigun because I never really use this thing. I have it, so why not? This minigun destroys choppers with ease, but we've passed, and again, we didn't even break $5,000. This is really sad, actually. Next is the 6th and the final mission, DDay. And of course, Blade asks the question, are we going to France? Someone paid attention in history class. We have to get into the Kraken submarine and we have to go below this dude's radar, which is odd to me because we've always flown below radar when we fly in airplanes, but this one we have to actually go beneath the sea level. I think it's pretty cool, but we both parachute out of the helicopter and I almost faceplant into the ocean, but I pull my parachute out just in time. So we get into the submarine and we go. It's not really that difficult, except that these mines are not like the mines in Cayo Perico. Blade found that out the hard way by touching one of them, so he died and I am on my own. So I surface and do what I have to. I literally killed 2 people and I think the guy that I'm supposed to kill killed himself somehow. I hear an explosion and the next thing I know he is dead. I actually didn't know what happened, so I just killed the remainders of them. I decided not to worry about the last one remaining guy and just leave the area as it's telling me. This was probably the easiest one that I've ever had to do so far because I literally did nothing. We passed and we got $11,000 for some reason. I'm guessing because maybe we completed them all, maybe, I don't know. But it is what it is. And I have completed all the yacht missions for the first time. So after that, what is our reward? About $40,000 total and a captain's outfit. Yay! And the $40,000, by the way, is actually spread out between each mission. So I didn't actually get that in one lump sum. The only thing I got is this lousy captain's outfit. Was it worth it? No, not at all. Were they fun? They were, actually. I just wish that they paid more. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I want to thank my wife for suggesting this video, and now I want it to be your turn.
I'm going to call on one of you.
My viewer. If you want to see me do something in GTA Online, please let me know in the comments, and I will definitely do what I can to do it. Be sure you leave me a like and subscribe to me if you're new. Thank you and have an awesome day.